Yeah. So the task is something like a Terraform destroy. I don't want to destroy entire task. I don't want to. I don't want. I don't want to destroy entire stack, but I want to destroy a single instance, right? A stack is nothing but it contains guys EC2 missions. It contains about the servers means EC2 and S3, right? Something like VPC and subnets, everything. So a stack is nothing but the entire environment is nothing but one environment is nothing but a stack. Guys, environment is nothing but a stack. Something like what are the environments are there? So something like dev env, one stack, dev stack, for example. What it is? A dev stack. So whatever the information, whatever the infra is there in the stack, that all the stack is nothing but a dev stack. The second one is, for example, QA env. QA environment contains a QA stack. For example, third is nothing but a prod environment. A prod env is nothing but a prod stack. So whatever the infra built through the prod through the stack, right? So this entire infra will be prod and production infra will be in the one stack. Entire production infra will be in one stack. Guys, now you understood?
Yes, sir.
Guys, understood?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So a dev stack contains, for example, a dev stack contains what it will segregate the code. For example, segregate the code. Something like how it versions.tf. Versions.tf is nothing but a Terraform
Terraform.
version. The second file contains a provider.tf. Provider means cloud provider. Example, AWS, Azure, GCP, etc. Okay, providers and versions, providers.tf, main.tf. Guys, this is the main file. Default file is main.tf. Okay, contains all the info. All the info. What are those? Versions.tf, providers.tf, main.tf. Okay, variables.tf. You will segregate your file something like locals.tf. Okay, something like vpc.data.tf. Right? It looks like your stack contains. Guys, tell me your stack contains versions.tf, providers.tf, main.tf, variables.tf, locals.tf, data.tf. The same like as a versions.tf, providers.tf, main.tf, variables.tf, locals.tf, and data.tf. The same like as a in the production stack also we have a versions.tf, providers.tf, main.tf, variables.tf, locals.tf. Right. If you write the code in the one stack, it will be reusable. It will be reusable in the just few changes. It will be reusable in the dev environment, QA environment, and production environment. Guys, understood?
Yeah.
Now you understood, right? A stack contains main.tf, providers.tf, versions.tf, variables.tf, locals.tf, data.tf. So why we are creating these main files? So we will segregate the code. So providers.tf. Usually our main.tf we will provide the providers.tf. We don't want to write it in the main.tf. So we need to create a separate file for the providers and versions. For example, Terraform. Which Terraform you are using? 0.1 something like 1.8 or 1.1.9 or 0.14, 0.13, 0.12, 0.11, right? And the providers and the versions main.tf. So main.tf will contains all the information, variables.tf, locals.tf, data.tf. Okay. So you want to pass the variable. You want to use the so hard coded passwords, right? We don't want to use the hard coded password in the main.tf. So we will provide it in the variables.tf. Okay. Locals.tf. Data. The VPC subnet, everything will be keep it in the data.tf. Understood? Abdul, I think you know, right? That Terraform.
Yes, sir.
Now you got it?
Yep.
So what is versions.tf, providers.tf, main.tf, variables.tf, locals.tf, data.tf?
Yep. Yep.
Yep, right.
Basically, these are like the helping files which make our work easier. Like
Yes,
we
yes.
we don't have to repeat the task again and again. We can use
Ah,
the variables.
yeah. So I am renaming this to what is that? Main.tf. Okay. So I don't want to give the providers in the main.tf. I will provide the providers in the provider.tf. Okay. Provider.tf. Control X. I'm creating another file. What is it? Provider.tf. In the provider.tf, I will use this one. Provider.tf. So variables.tf. Versions.tf. Okay. Versions.tf. Providers.
Variables.
Variables.tf. For example, locals.tf. Data.tf. Yeah. My stack contains, guys. My stack contains main.tf. This is the main.tf, right? Locals.tf, data.tf, providers.tf, variables.tf, versions.tf. Okay, we'll show you other one. Open upload, Ansible, Terraform, DevStack, providers. No, it's deleted everything. Terraform, no, it's deleted. Yes, match. AWS DevStack. Terraform main. Hey, 1 second, guys. Sorry. Yeah, it contains DNF. What is this? BLUJAY test LSP, file and folder. You see guys, main.tf. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So this is nothing but a something like main.tf. Main.tf contains something like our BLUJAY Technologies, right? So our institute name is BLUJAY Technologies, guys. You can use it. Okay. Okay. So something like this is the storage. Something like this is a remote state where the remote state is in. So this is nothing but a remote state SSL. This is nothing but a subnets. Okay. So these are the subnets. This is a AMI for the app AMI, and the so this is BJS. Okay. So this information will be located in the main.tf, all the informations. You see data.tf. If data.tf is there, right? So it will call to the data.tf. DNS, so DNS will call it to this. Okay. So this is our variables. So variable admin role, something like a variable equal to. So your region, something like AWS region, we will provide the AWS region. So versions. So what are the versions we are creating it? Something like a Terraform required version is equal to 1.0. So it required AWS version and CloudInit version. Guys, now you understood how they are providers. So these are the provider equal to AWS, region equal to var.aws.region. So variable, right? In the variable, so variable equal to AWS region. What is the region? EU Frankfurt or something like other Frankfurts. The region. So the provider. So provider equal to AWS region. Var.aws region is calling from the variable. So this is the region. Okay. Versions, we are providing versions. Variables and providers. These are the providers. Main DNS. So we'll keep it the DNS route 53. Everything will be keep it in the DNS. Guys, understood? So something like a main.tf, DNS.tf, providers.tf, variables.tf. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Nice, right? We'll show you. One second, I'm stopping the recording. Recording stopped. Are you able to see?
Yeah, screen is not visible, sir.
Okay, one second. Mhm. Actually, somewhere I kept it. Let's check. Hmm. DevOps, where I need to post it. PC DevOps. Oh, Linux commands handbook. Yes, I'm sharing my screen to you guys. Are able to see my screen, right? Guys are able to see my screen?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you already know, right? This thing you already know, but so we already discussed this one. Yeah, so amazing Terraform. So one of the greatest benefits of a Terraform is that it supports the thousands of providers. So once you learn the Terraform core concept, you can write code to create and manage the infrastructure across the all the providers. Okay, so you can create AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Kubernetes, Alibaba, Oracle Cloud. So overview of a Terraform certification. Terraform has been most popular and widely used tools to create and manage infrastructure and one of the a de facto ASC tool for the DevOps. So HashiCorp has released a official Terraform certification to certify students related to core Terraform concepts and skills. So important note, platform for this course, team supports hundreds of platforms like AWS, Azure, GCP, etc. To learn Terraform concept, we have to choose one platform for using the testing. So for example, we created a AWS, right? Clarifying the regarding the AWS platform. Aim for this course to learn core concepts of AIM, Terraform and not AWS. So we use very basic AWS services like virtual machine, AWS user to demonstrate and learn to the core Terraform concept. The Terraform structure and concept remain same irrespective of the platform. So we have hundreds of users from the different platform like Azure. We have completed this course and are actively implementing the Terraform for different platforms. So infrastructure as a code, understanding the basics. There are two ways in which you can create and manage your infrastructure. One is manual approach. The other one is thorough automation. Through automation, you already know, right? Automation manual you already know. So this is a through automation. Work requirement, database backup, how you can take the backup. I was assigned it a task to a tech database backup every day at 10 p.m. and the backup had be stored in a Amazon S3 storage which appropriate the timestamp. So initially, due to the lack of time, I used it to manually take the DB backup at 10 p.m. and upload it in S3. Tulasi, mute yourself. Yeah. So upload backup, initiate backup manually is a difficult task, right? This is a repeated task. So learning from this work requirement, if a particular task has to be done in a repeatable manner, it must be automated. Points to note, depending on the type of task, the tool for the automation will change. There are widely variety of tools, technologies used for automation like Ansible, CloudFormation, Terraform, and Python, etc. Example of a single service set of resources virtual machine, database, S3, AWS users must be created with exit similar configuration in dev environment, stage environment, and production environment, right? This production, dev, and environment. Example of single service automated way, IAC tool we can use. So we can create for one development environment, it will be reuseful for the every time. Okay, basics of infrastructure as a code. Infrastructure as a code is the managing and provisioning of infrastructure through code instead of the manual process. Instead of the manual process. Benefits of infrastructure as a code. There are several benefits of designing your infrastructure as a code. Speed of the infrastructure management, low risk of the human errors, version control, easy collaboration between the teams, choosing a right IAC control. So there are various types of tools that can allow you to deploy infrastructure as a code. Terraform, CloudFormation, Heat, Ansible, Saltask, Chef, Puppet, and others. So categories of tools, there are two, the tools are widely divided into two major categories: infrastructure as a code, infrastructure orchestration, and configuration management. For infrastructure orchestration, we can use the Terraform and CloudFormation, and the configuration management purpose, we can use the Ansible and Chef. So the configuration management tool are primarily used to maintain the desired configuration of your systems. Example, all the servers should have a antivirus installed with the version of 10.2.0. So Ansible installing AVM of a server fleet and the set of servers, we can use the configuration management. So infrastructure orchestration is primarily used to create and manage the infrastructure environments. Example, create 3 servers with 4 GB RAM, 2 vCPUs. Each server should have firewall rule to allow SSH connection from the office IPs. Okay. So IAC and configuration management both are the friends, and we can create a Terraform infrastructure. Then it will inform to the Ansible. Ansible will create a will create a install and configure the applications. How to choose a IAC tool? Is your infrastructure is going to be a vendor specific in longer time? Example AWS. You are planning to have a multi-cloud or hybrid cloud based on the infrastructure. How will does it integrate with configuration management tool? Price and support. So use case one, requirement of the organization one. Organization is going to be based on AWS for next 25 years. Official support is required in case if team facing any issue related to IAC tool or codes itself. They want some kind of GUI interface that supports automatic code generation. The second requirement of the organization too, organization is based on hybrid solution. They use the VMware for on-premise setup and AWS Azure GCP tool for the cloud. So official support is required in case if a IAC tool has any issue. Okay. So installing the Terraform, you already know how to install the Terraform binary code. So just to download the binary code and move it into the right path, the environment path. So program files, choosing the IDE for the Terraform. Terraform, Terraform code in the notepad. You can write the Terraform code in the notepad and it will not have any impact. Right? Slower development and limited features. So need to better a need of a better software, something like a VS Code. There is a need of a better application that allows you to developer code faster. Developer code faster. Okay. Yeah. So what are the options? There are many popular source code editors available in the market, but so source code editors are something like a Visual Studio Code and Atom also. Sublime Text, Atom we can use. Later for this course, we are going to use the we are going to make use of Visual Studio as a primary editor in this course. Support Windows, Mac, Linux, support wide variety of a programming language, many extensions. Okay. Using Notepad, using Visual Studio Code. Okay. Visual Studio Code for extension. Understanding the basics, extensions are add-ons. Extensions are add-ons that allow you to customize and enhance your experience in Visual Studio by adding new features and or integrating the existing tools. They offer wide range of functionality related to colors, auto template, and report spelling errors, etc. So Terraform extension, HashiCorp also provides extension for the Terraform for the Visual Studio Code. So if you install the Terraform extension, right, it will show the this Terraform images and the color also. You see, setuping the lab. You already know, right? You already pre-tier account authentication, authorization. So basics of authentication and authorization. Okay, you can create the username and password and what we need access key and secret keys. GitHub means tokens, Kubernetes, kubeconfig file credentials. So right, access for depending upon the provider, the type of access credentials would be changed. So first virtual machine through Terraform. So revising the basics of EC2. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. In short, its name for a virtual server that you launch in the AWS. Available regions could provide offer multiple regions in which we can create our resources. You need to decide the region in which Terraform would create the resources. So virtual machine configuration. A virtual machine would have its own set of configuration, CPU, memory, storage, operating system. While creating the VM through Terraform, you need to define these providers and resources. Terraform supports multiple providers depending on the what type of infrastructure we need to launch. We have to use appropriate providers accordingly. So learning provider plugins. A provider is the plugin that lets Terraform manage an external API. So when you run the Terraform inits, plugin required for the provider automatically downloaded and saved locally to a .terraform directory. So resource block describes on one or more infrastructure objects. Example resource AWS underscore instance, AWS underscore ALB, IAM underscore user, DigitalOcean underscore droplet. These are the resources. So resources blocks. A resource block declares a resource of the given type AWS underscore instance with a given local name. Resource type and name together serve as a identifier for the given resource or under so much to be in a queue. Okay. So point to note, you can only use the resource that are supported by the specific providers In the below example, the provider Azure is used with the resource of the AWS instance. For example, provider Azure RM, the resource bucket is AWS underscore instance web. This is not okay. So the core concept standard intact remains similar across all the providers. If you learn the basics, you should be able to work with all the providers easily. So issues and bugs with the providers. Okay. So relax and have a meme before proceeding. Providers you already know, right? Providers, there are three primary types providers, three tiers in the Terraform: official providers, partners, and communities. So providers namespace, so namespace are used to help the user identifying the organizations and publishers responsible for the integration. So important learning. The Terraform requires explicit source information for any providers that are not HashiCorp maintained using a new syntax in the required providers nested block inside the Terraform configuration block. So this is nothing but a HashiCorp maintained, non-HashiCorp maintained, something like we need to provide the providers. Terraform destroy. Learning to the destroy resources. If you keep the infrastructure running, you will get the charged for it. Hence, it is important for us to also know on how we can delete the infrastructure resources created via Terraform. Something like you created two AWS instances. You want to destroy one instance. If you click the Terraform destroy, it will destroy all the all the two resources, two EC2 instances. I don't want to delete two. I want to delete only one. So how we can? What is the approach? So approach one, destroy all. Terraform destroy allows us to destroy all the resources that are created within the folder. Within the folder. So the folder is nothing but a stack. Terraform destroy allows us to destroy all the resources. All the resources means S3 bucket, EC2 instance, VPC, subnets, everything will be destroyed. Okay. So approach to destroy some of them. So Terraform destroy with hyphen target. Guys, the answer is hyphen target. What I gave the task, right? The task is hyphen target. Terraform destroy with hyphen target flag allows us to destroy specific resources. Specific resources. You see the example. Terraform destroy hyphen target AWS underscore instant and my EC2. For example, this is the my EC2. You want to destroy this one. You can use the hyphen target and the resource name. Resource name. You see, Terraform destroy with the target. That hyphen target option can be used to focus the Terraform attention on only a subset of the resources. Combination of a resource type plus local resource name. What is that, guys? Resource type plus resource local resource name. What is the resource type, guys? AWS underscore instance is the resource type and the local resource name. So dot my EC2. AWS underscore instance dot my EC2. Okay. So desired state and current state. So desired state. Terraform's primary function to create a modify and destroy the infrastructure resources to the match the desired state described in the Terraform configuration. Described in the Terraform configuration. Current state. Current state is the actual state of the resources that is currently deployed. So important point. Terraform tries to ensure that the deployed infrastructure is based on the desired state. If there is a difference between the two two Terraform plans presents a description of the changes necessary to achieve the desired state. Okay. So provider versioning. So provider architecture. So provider. So during the Terraform init, if the version argument is not specified, the most recent provider will be downloaded and during the initialization. For production use, you should constrain the acceptable provider version via configuration to ensure that the new versions with breaking changes will not be automatically installed. So that's the reason. So we will provide the provider versions. Okay. Provider information. Terraform required provider equal to AWS. The version is 3.0. So AWS. This is the provider. Arguments for the specifying provider. Okay. These are the providers. So dependency lock file. Terraform dependency lock file is allows us to lock a specific version of the provider. If a particular provider already has been selection recorded in the log file, the Terraform will always reselect that the version is version for the installation, even if a newer version has become available. You can override that behavior by adding the -hyphen upgrade option when you run the Terraform init. When you run the Terraform init. Understanding the challenge. Terraform can create an infrastructure based on the configuration you specified. It can happen that the infrastructure get modified manually, right? So the Terraform refresh command will check the latest state of your infrastructure and update the state file accordingly. What is that? Terraform refresh. You see, guys. So here Terraform refresh, the state file contains T2 large, storage 20, default. So something like the scan the real infra, and it will it will use the latest infrastructure updated start accordingly. Points to note. You should not typically need to use this command because Terraform automatically performs the same refreshing action as part of creating plan in both the Terraform plan and Terraform apply commands. Understanding the usage. Terraform refresh command is the deprecated in newer version of the Terraform. It refresh only option for the Terraform plan and the Terraform apply was introduced in Terraform version 0.15.4. So provider and authentication. At this stage, we have been manually hard coding the access secret keys within the provider block. So although a working solution, but it is not optimal from the security point of view. So it is the security point of view. So better way, we want to our code to run successfully without hard coding the secrets in the provider block. So we are so you guys can, so we cannot provide in the secret access key in the provider block. So we want to we want our code to run successfully without hard coding to the secrets in the provider block. So AWS provider can source credentials and other settings from the shared configuration and the configuration files. Now you can use the shared configuration file. So default configuration, if shared files lines are not allowed to provide a block, by default Terraform will locate these files in the /home is a AWS config file and home AWS credentials on the Linux Macs, user profile config and user profile AWS credentials on the Windows. Okay, AWS CLI. AWS CLI allows the customer to manage AWS resources directly from the CLI. So when you configure the access key, secret keys in the AWS CLI, the location in which these credentials are stored in a same default location in the Terraform, such as the credentials form. Okay, guys, understood? Guys, understood? Guys, understood, right? Abdul,
Uh,
Tulasi. Now you can try, guys. Terraform destra hyphen target and resource name. The resource name dot local name.
can you see my screen, sir?
No, I'm unable to see your screen. Yes, I'm able to see your screen. Yes, 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 yes.
So since I'm not connected to the like virtual server,
Mm.
it did not create the files here, even though I have Terraform in it. The Because
Provider block, right?
I'm not connected to the AWS console at the moment. I was just practicing, like,
Okay.
so
Did
this
you
is
created the that one? That username? 1 second, I'm saying. Go a little bit up. No, no, not here. Little bit up. The code only. Access key and secret key provided. And the AWS instance tags 1, 2, 3. Okay.
so you said we want to destroy these two, but we want to keep this one safe.
Yes. But
So
your
I was just practicing. I did not connect yet. I have to connect it. I was just checking the syntaxes and everything. That's it.
ah
So this is what I did. What is this one? Yeah.
no, no, you so that can you can you click the Terraform D24, that folder? Can you click that folder? Yeah. There is nothing is, you can try to initialize again. You destroyed everything, huh?
No, 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 I did not destroy. This
Where
is
is the Terraform state file and everything? Log file, state file.
yeah, that is what I'm telling. I'm not logged into the AWS console.
Hmm.
I have not provided the proper user access key and secret key. This is from your WhatsApp chat, like the one you provided us. This is from
No,
there.
you can create that one, right?
Yeah. But first, I need to have a AWS account first for this. Like,
You don't have, huh?
no, no, no. It's still suspended, sir.
You can create it. You can create it your own.
I
Otherwise, you cannot
trying
connect,
to
right?
I was trying to open a new account with my SBI card, but it's not taking it, sir. I have to use a ICICI card.
International
Yeah.
is enabled.
It's not enabled, sir.
That's the reason. So you are unable to use your
So
SBI
I have
card.
my even my parents have the same account, so I'm asking one of my friend to for ICICI card. Then I will.
Yeah,
Connect
yeah.
account.
So it will take only 2 rupees, right? You
Yeah, yeah,
guys.
just 2 rupees.
Ah,
I was just like checking out the VS Code. So you said if we want to destroy any particular resources, we can use this command, right?
Terraform dash hyphen target and the resource name dot local name. What is the resource name?
This
AWS
one.
underscore resource name, that is dot to web is the local name. You can give AWS underscore instance dot web. You can create that web 1, web 2, web 3 names called as. You can change the initial names also. Terraform dash hyphen target AWS underscore instance. Tulsi, did you created the account? Still not. Still not at created, Tulsi.
హలో ఎస్ సార్ హలో
తులసి అకౌంట్ క్రియేట్ చేశారా?
ఏడబ్ల్యూఎస్ అకౌంట్ క్రియేట్ చేశాను సార్.
Did you launched manually AWS instance?
ఎస్ సార్, వన్స్ ఐ లాంచ్డ్ అండ్ అగైన్ ఐ ఆల్సో కన్వర్ట్ దట్ మతలబ్ డిలీట్ చేసేసాను.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you can try to launch a number of times. Okay, then you will understand.
యా
At least 5 times. At least 5 times you can uninstall.
ఓకే ఓకే. యాక్చువల్గా ఏంటంటే ఆ క్రెడిట్ కార్డ్ నాది కూడా కాదు, వన్ ఆఫ్ మై కలీగ్ కజిన్ది. బట్ బిల్ ఏమైనా వెళ్తే ఇబ్బంది పడతామేమోనని.
ఏముండదు. So so it will not charge anything. No worries. You can use free tier account. You can use free tier account only. Okay.
ఓకే.
Yeah.
ఎస్.
Okay.
Sir,
Thank you.
one more thing is
No. AWS underscore, you can remove that braces. That yeah. The first one also. Dot local name. Dot web.
dot
Dot web. So
this one.
yeah, resource dot local name. What is the local name? Web. You need to change it to web 1, web 2, web 3 also.
Okay, okay, right.
For example, web 1. So you are particularly destroying the web 1 or something like you want to particularly destroy the subnet. You can destroy subnet. If you want to particularly destroy the S3 bucket, you can destroy S3. If
So
you
here
want to particular
I have used this name, so I have to use this name, right?
yeah, no, that web 1 only.
No, no, I've given some different name here, like
Which one?
here. I've given the name as my first EC2 one, my first EC2 two, and
That
my
is a tag name, right?
okay tag name. Okay, okay, okay.
I am asking the instance name is web 1, web 2, web 3. You need to provide the web 1, web 2, web 3.
Where, sir? Here.
No,
Excuse me, sir.
that,
So can I leave, sir? Because
you can
as
leave.
you
You can
both
leave.
are discussing, so
Yeah, you can
even I
leave.
am not able to see his screen also. So that's
Okay, you can leave.
yeah. Thank you, sir.
Web 1,
Here.
web 2, web 3, web 4.
The web
Same like
two.
it.
So
Yeah.
here, what I will do is, so the command will be like this, right? Like this?
No. Only web 1, web 1.
Okay, here web one. That's it.
That's it. If you
Oh,
want to destroy any particular resource, you can
mhm.
use that resource dot local name.
Okay, okay.
Whatever it may be, if it is a EC2, if it is a S3, if it is a RDS, if it is a Subnet, you can use the resource name dot local name. Every resource having the resource name and local name, right?
Right.
Yeah, got
So
it.
yes, sir. Yeah, and one more thing. When this one, sir, this uh, when I tried to like install, like download the CentOS 9,
Mm,
so my hard disk was completely filled.
mm,
And once when I went back to the what do you say, the virtual box,
mm,
and I like followed the steps, the installation steps,
mm,
then the file from my system was gone, sir. Like the again my hard disk was having free space.
mm.
Is it normal? Like
Maybe.
before like integrating the CentOS here in the virtual box,
Mm,
the storage was completely filled.
mm,
It was showing like the hard disk is filled.
mm.
Once I like
You have
upload
only one hard disk, huh?
only one hard disk, yes.
Only 118 GB, yeah?
Yeah, 118 GB, that's it.
Why?
I don't know, sir. Like
You bought only,
yeah,
you
it's a
can
very
click that
old.
with this PC. Yeah,
This
you
is
can this PC. Left side there is a this PC, right? Yeah, you
yeah,
can click that.
that's it. There's only one drive.
One drive, ah.
Only one drive,
Only it
yes.
is a 118, 100
118
GB.
GB. Yes. It's a very old laptop, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
So my doubt was when I like downloaded the CentOS 9 version, the one you provided the link for.
Mm.
So whole of my hard disk was full.
Mm.
But when I went to this virtual box and I started following the installation steps,
Mm.
then automatically the Linux was installed, but
Mm.
my file got emptied. Like I again have the empty space here. I don't know for some reason.
Okay. Can you go to the downloads? Where you download that file, CentOS 9?
Here.
Ah. So you can remove, you have a users, right? Downloads, you can remove download if you don't want. The files you can remove from the downloads. Okay.
Okay.
And in the search bar, you can search the recent and delete everything. The temp, recent, everything you need, you can delete.
Okay.
Not here in the search bar, that Windows search bar. Windows. No. In the search bar, there is a bottom. There is search bar, right? Search bar in the bottom. Bottom. Go down. Go down. Entire status bar, yeah.
Okay.
Go to the entire status bar. There is a Teams. Everything is there, right?
Mm.
Chrome. Yeah. Left. Yeah. Here. Search run command. Yeah. Click run as administrative. Right mouse or run as administrative. Or recent. You can click the recent. No. Recent. Type the recent. Hit enter. Yeah. Control A. Control delete. Control A. Delete everything. These are the recent ones. No worries. Can delete everything.
So it won't be a problem.
It won't be a problem.
Okay.
Just these are the catchy ones only. Yeah, next Windows are sim search run temp. Continue. Yeah, Control A, delete.
Continue.
Yeah, skip and continue. Same, click the do for all this. Click the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
See, can you go to that? See this PC. How much GB? Same, huh?
Mm.
Yeah, that performance RAM will be performed speedily. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yep. Thank you.
And one last thing, sir. One last thing.
Hmm.
So, like, we completed Terraform? Like, do we have like something, anything else like to become?
We'll show you. We'll show you advanced. We'll show you later. You guys practice. Just you know what is Terraform, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the final will show you the advanced topics.
Okay. So now we what like after the
Terraform,
Linux we have started like Amazon. We have
Amazon,
started the basics of EC2. Then
IAM.
after IAM, and then we move to Ansible and Terraform.
Yes, 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 yes.
So,
Terraform completed. From
mhm.
tomorrow onwards, we will start that Ansible.
Okay, then
I will give you some recordings. You can watch that recordings. That will be a advanced level of Terraform. Okay.
okay. So like
Now you understood, right? The initially in the real time stacks will be there. Dev stack, prod stack, QA stack.
mm,
The entire infrastructure will be one stack.
right, right.
The main dot, providers dot, versions dot, data dot. I will show you.
Git,
Okay.
when are we going to start the Git, sir? Actually, I have so many doubts in Git. Like,
We'll start it. We'll start it. After Ansible, we'll start Git only.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you. Now you
Mhm.
understood, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Guys, please practice. Without practice, so when we start the Docker Kubernetes, right? You guys forgot the before ones.
Yeah, that is what happens, sir.
Hmm. So daily, you guys can daily practice all the questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Notice.
Yep. Thank you. What is that? VPC IAM storage. Can you open that one? S3.
These ones.
Uh,
These are like what do you say? Notes, sir. Like PDF notes. Like
Open that one.
because these are basically the notes for the preparation for the solutions architect exam.
Exam. Who
So
provide this?
my,
Sayed. Huh?
yeah, this is a friend of mine.
Hmm.
So he is actually preparing for the solutions architect exam.
Hmm.
So he had this PDF. So I told him like just give me some some of the basics resources of AWS.
Hmm.
So I took these ones from him.
Okay. Okay.
I took the EBS, IAM, VPC, and S3 ones.
Can you share it to me? I will also look into it.
Okay, sir, no problem. I'll WhatsApp you.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. See you tomorrow.